Alright, let's get some hands-on experience. I'm going to talk about how permissions are related to each other. We already learned that we have a user owner, we have a group owner, and we have others who do not own the file. Then we have permissions of the file that are set based on the owners. So let's look at a few examples. I'm going to switch the tab. Here we have multiple files. Let's take a look at the file 1. The user owner of the file is a.gulzade, who has read and write permissions. The group owner is a.gulzade1, who has the only read permission, and other has also only read permission. I'm gonna read this file, but before that let me check who am I. So I am a.gulzade1 user. Maybe we can check the group as well. Just type ID. So the primary group of this user is a.gulzade1 as well. Basically, this user, a.gulzade1 user, can read this file because the group owner have only read permission. So let's just read the file. We can type cat file1. Okay, it seems this file is empty, but how we can make sure that this command was successful? So the best way to know if the command that ran was successful or not is to run echo, then $, and then question mark. So it returns 0. If it returns 0, then previous command was successful. It means that this command was successful. Now let's try to write something to this file. Let's just clear the screen, and I'm gonna use echo, and then let's say hi, and I'm gonna send this statement hi to the file 1. Let's press enter. Oops, it says permission denied. Why? Because for us the group permission is set, so and group permission doesn't have any write permission. You can also use vim command. If you write vim file1, you will see that it says this is read only file. But we can make changes to the file1 copy. We can make changes to this file. Why? Because group permissions, right now we have write permission as a group owner. So since we are the group owner of this file, we can make any changes to that file. So I'm gonna use this command again, and this time it will be file1 copy. We can check the command was successful or not. It was successful. We can also make changes on file 2 because we are the user owner of the file 2. And when we make any changes, the user permissions will be applied because a.gulzade1 user is the owner of the file. So I'm gonna use the command, this command, and then we are gonna echo to file 2. Let's press enter. If we do echo $question mark, so it's there. We can also use cat file2. So as you see that we have hi statement here. Let's clear the screen. Let's do long listing. And what about file 3? Can we make any changes to that file? Well, I think of course no. But do you know why? Because both user and the group ownership of this file is root. So in this case, if we try to access to file 3, the other permissions will be applied because a.gulzade1 is neither user or the group owner of the file. The other, as you can see here, the other has only read permission. Cat file 3, and let's do echo $question mark. So the command was successful, so we can successfully read the file. And if we do echo hi to file 3, we can't do that because we don't have write permission. Let's also check file 5. This is also interesting. The user owner and the group owner of the file is Tahir. Basically it means that again we are not the user owner or the group owner of the file. So it means that a.gulzade1 user belong to other. So let's read the content of this file. I'm gonna use cat file 3. Sorry, not 3, but we have to read the file 5. Alright, we got error which says permission is denied. It is because other do not have any permission, as you can see here. For all other users, there is no permission set to this file. That's why we can read the file. Finally, let's check the directory. If you notice, this directory has execute permission for all users. And if you remember, in the last video, I mentioned that in order to change to the directory or to use cd command, the directory must have execute permissions. That's the reason when you create a directory, execute permissions will be applied for all users as a default. So let's use cd command. Let's clear the screen. I'm gonna do cd folder, press enter. So if you do pwd, we are under folder directory. So since we are not the user owner and the group owner of the folder directory, then other permissions will be set for us. And it has execute and read permission. Do you remember what happens when read permission is applied to a directory? Well, I believe you do, because if read permission is applied to a directory, then we can list the content of the directory. So if we do, let's go to the folder. If we do ls here, it will list all the files that we have here. We are able to use ls command because of this read permission. But what about creating a file in this directory? Can we do that? Let's check. I'm gonna use touch file. So we are under folder directory, and here I'm gonna use touch file. I'm gonna try to create the file. Let's press enter. Oops, permission is denied because other do not have a write permission. As you can see here, we don't have write permission. That's why we cannot create any file under this directory. Another interesting file is this symlink or symbolic link. So link to folder, which points to folder directory, to this directory. The thing is, we own this file. If you look at here, we are the user owner and the group owner of this file. But we do not own the folder which is pointed by this symlink. In this symlink, as you can see that we have write permission. So does it mean that we can create files under the folder directory? So let's just check it. I'm going to use touch. Then let's write our symlink. Sorry, we are in the wrong directory. I'm going to use cd. So let's use touch link to a folder. And under this folder, I'm going to create this file. Let's say file 99. Let's press enter. All right, permission denied. So it means that we can create a file, because this write permission is only applied to the symlink itself. It doesn't mean that it will be applied to the file which is pointed by the symlink. So just keep in mind that symlink or symbolic link permissions are not relevant. Alright, it seems we covered everything related to the ownership, and we really got good hands-on experience. That's all about this video. I'm gonna stop here, and I will see you in the next tutorial.